Hi, I went to the MAC store looking for the Maleficent shading powder, and I didn't like it on me. And I'm not gonna just get into too much like mudslinging, but it just was too light. And then I'd read online a couple comments it was gray or purplish, and on me it definitely was. So I picked up a MAC blush instead, and this is called Blunt, like this. And it's kind of an odd, I'm going to swatch it right now. So it's just a regular collection, because the MAC I went to was just a regular MAC store. It wasn't a MAC Pro, so they didn't have the other kind of highlighting shades, not highlighting, shading shades. And so this is what I got. Someone showed this to me. So it's a matte blush, and it's a reddish brown, and it's a pretty deep reddish brown. It looks too dark. When I first saw it, I thought there's no way I can wear that for like shading and shadowing my face. It's just way too dark. But surprisingly, let me blend it a little, it worked really well. So sometimes I'm surprised by what I can wear. So this is it, and what I did is I was playing around with that whole Maleficent look, and I wanted to see what I could do with this. So what I did is I took a brush like this, and I think this is actually a foundation brush, but I like to use this for shading. And I put it right, so what you do is you suck in your cheeks, and then you put it right in that area, and then you blend. And of course my skin right now is not going to let it blend, because that's just the way these videos sometimes go, right? And now my camera's actually darkening for some reason, which is just really annoying. Now it's lighting up. So anyway, I put it in here, and then I really blended it. And then I also put it up around the cheekbone. What we're doing is creating a cheekbone. I mean, I have a cheekbone, but it's not like Angelina Jolie's. And quite frankly, she had cheek implants, and she had those cheekbones that are just beautiful to begin with. So we're not gonna be able to duplicate that. But I put it around like this, and then I put it right on the chin line like that. And so for shading, what I really like, I like the matte. I actually do wear this as a blush. I've been playing around with it, and I actually do like it as a blush. Really softly applied. And when I say it's like a deep brown with like a red undertone, it's almost more on the pink shading than like the orange or yellow shading. And the yellows and oranges, sometimes they don't work that well, even on me. And I've got a yellow undertone, but if you've got like a pink undertone, that's kind of a killer. And I guess I read online that a lot of the shading colors have kind of a more cool tone, where this is really warm, just because you want to achieve kind of that shadow look, which is more gray. I find that I just look gray, which is kind of gross, honestly. It just doesn't work. And I can get away with a lot more shading on camera than off, so if you're going to do pictures for like anything, you should definitely play around with these products. But if I blend really carefully and really get it blended on my skin, I don't look like I'm trying too hard, or like I've just put kind of all kinds of makeup on my face. So I really like this color, and I wanted to do the video review just because I didn't find that many reviews for it online when I was trying to look and find out more about it. But what I would say is this. First of all, the color, it is a deep brown with a real red, almost to the pink red, as opposed to the orange or yellow shade, which I think is going to work on more complexions for shading. If you've got a warmer skin tone, it's going to work better than something that's kind of more grayish, in my opinion. Having tried another color from MAC, which I thought made me look like a ghost if it showed up at all. And then also, if you have kind of warmer or cooler undertones, that pink might actually work really well for you, as opposed to the gray or purple kind of undertones that some of them have. So I really like it for that reason. And then I like the fact that it's matte, which is what I like to use for shading. I did put, and I do recommend, I use Refined Golden from MAC because I just happened to be in the store when they had the Alluring Aquatics collection out, this right here. But it's got like a gold, it's like a matte bronzer with a little bit of gold shimmer in it. I put that right on top of my cheekbones like this, and I really like the combination together. You have kind of the matte shading underneath, and then a little bit of golden shimmer on your cheekbones itself. So I think for summertime, or and this is the most important thing, I'm really into red lips right now. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. But I find that with red lips on me, I have to be really careful with how much other color I put on my face. a lot of blushes just don't work. Even really subtle blushes, it's just too much. So I can actually use a shade like this as a blush, or I can not even use a blush, just do the bronzer or the highlighter right on top of my cheekbones, and this is a contour, and the red lips look so much better. So if I were to say what the real value of this is, it's that if you want like a red lip, and I haven't tried it with fuchsia, but I can even see it would work really well with fuchsia because of that reddish pink undertone to it. It just makes the color of the color you're using, the red or the fuchsia, whatever, on your lips really stand out, but it doesn't make you look overdone, which is a really important thing in my opinion. So anyway, that's one person's opinion. If you have this, I would love to hear it. What did I hear that was negative? It applied blotchy. Yeah, I had a little bit of an issue with that, honestly, but I found that I could blend it out really well. And it didn't always apply blotchy, so it's not like a general rule. And then, is it too brown or too red? That just depends on your complexion. That's really a personal thing. And then last of all, it lasted 8 to 9 to 10 hours on me. I think that's it. Comments, please subscribe on YouTube. On YouTube, I also have a novel called Masks, which I'm putting on chapter by chapter, which is about makeup and the masks we wear, and I'm super behind putting up another chapter, so that will happen soon. And I'll put the links to the last chapters in the description. Thanks.